What's up, Chiefs Keenan? You are tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 91. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon. Whatever you're doing, whether you're at work, you're at home, whatever you're doing, hope you're having a good day. We got another episode today, Tuesday evening episode. We're going to talk about training camp. We're going to talk about the AFC. We got a special guest on too. I'll introduce him after the intro. So let's talk Chiefs.
Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tuning every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chiefs Podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Quick style. Out here rapping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
And we are back, Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 91. Got a couple a new face on the Arrowhead Chief Podcast family. My boy Big Rube. What's going on, Big Rube?
What's going on? Happy to be on, Chris. Happy to give my little knowledge and get back in the podcasting game, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. We're always welcome to come on the pod. And we got a special guest, TJ McKinley. How you doing, TJ?
What's up, man? Glad to be on. Thank you for having me on. Ready to get started.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. All right, man. Let's talk about training camp a little bit. We talked about it a little bit yesterday with Clarence and DJ Ant. Just adding on for today. It looks like it's the first day of training camp. It was the Xavier Worthy show. He made a couple of big plays down the field with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes looked like he's out there having fun again. He's throwing the ball deep. I think that's the emphasis of training camp this offseason is get back to throwing the ball downfield, because we all know last year those wide receivers were dropping the passes and we couldn't throw the ball deep last year. So so now we got a little speed with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. Rashee Rice looks like he's in rare form. It's interesting. Clark Hunt had his had a little presser, and he said that the NFL hasn't talked to him about suspending Rashee Rice. So it might be a chance that Rashee Rice might not get suspended this season. He might get suspended next year because of the case. They might be sitting back waiting for all the stuff to go get settled and all that stuff. So Rashee Rice might be playing a full season this year. So which that would be a plus, because if we have all of our weapons, then this offense can get back to scoring like they're used to doing. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, yesterday, the defense looked really good. They looked like they stepped it up. Trent McDuffie, Joshua Williams, they was out there making plays. A few other players was out there making plays. Today, another interesting thing, Kadarius Toney, he playing running back. They've been trying to find a spot for this kid, and Chiefs Kingdom has a love-hate relationship with Kadarius Toney because of last year. It's funny how 1 year from one year to another, you could change. The first year when he got here, everybody loved him. Now, people want him off the team, but the Chiefs are telling us that they want to keep him on the team. So, man, who am I to tell Andy Reid, he don't know what he's doing? You know what I'm saying? If he's on the team, hopefully he can contribute and whatever, a space that he can be in. And I'll say this, he doesn't have the pressure that he had last year, because now you got Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, you got Xavier Worthy out there. I think Travis Kelce, he's going to be healthier than what he was last year. Rashee Rice. So Kadarius Toney is almost like he's like a cherry on top type player. You know what I'm saying? If you can get something out of him, great. If not, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Sky Moore hasn't looked too good in training camp. He's been dropping passes and just not looking good right now for Sky Moore. I'm rooting for Sky Moore. I want Sky Moore to be successful, man, but it's just not looking good. I don't know him being a Kansas City Chief is right for him. Maybe he needs to be on somebody else's roster. Maybe he could flourish somewhere else without all the pressure of him, producing for this team. This team is in win now mode, and Super Bowls is all on their mind right now. Maybe I don't know if that's getting to Sky Moore, but hopefully he can pick it up, in these next few days, especially when the pads come on. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Big Rube, what did you see?
You know, it's crazy. Like you said, I agree. I'm just, piggyback off what you said. Pat looked happy. He looked excited. He looked back to that 2019 Pat, or that rookie Pat that's coming out there and playing loose, and not not having that, almost that like frog on his back, like just saying, "Man, what you doing? Where do I go with the ball? Or where's Travis? Where's Papa?" We got this wide variety of skill sets now. And a lot of people may not agree. They may say Hollywood's the number one, or Worthy is going to be number one. But in my opinion, it's Rasheed. It's Rasheed. He's the number one. He has the most chemistry. He's been on the team the longest. And when push came to shove last year, him or Travis Kelsey was Pat's go-to guys. And I think he's number one. And him working with the foot doctor out there, working them routes, man, they really paid off. I believe that's the same guy that worked with CD Lamb. I almost see a little bit of CD Lamb, what he doing out there in Dallas. I see that in Rasheed, but I think if he doesn't get suspended, that he will take the leap and he will be the guy. Just adding in Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy, you saw that crazy catch that he did, and crowd, he bring that speed element back, man. We missed that. We really missed that in the game. And I think a couple years back when we were trying to pair Juju and Tyreek together, but Tyreek left and went to Miami. Now we kind of really get to see that. We get to see speed and somebody who can come underneath with Rasheed. But the crazy part about it is it's about 5 top speed guys in the NFL, and I think we got 2 of them. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, Pat looked loose, and one person I want to point out is that rookie tight end, man. That rookie tight end. He ain't being talked about a lot, but I was reading some reports, and he was getting a lot of time with tight end one, and Travis off to the side. He a vet, older. You want to keep the body as fresh as you can. But you would think Noah Gray fitting in, right? But
right.
You seeing this Wiley kid, and that's big target, man. 6'6", 250 pounds, and he kind of move. He kind of remind me of a little bit of how that tight end over there in Jacksonville, Ingram, move. A little bit smooth, silky. He can run after the catch. So, no, it's exciting. And then, like you said, Kadarius Toney, I think that's going to keep him on the roster right there, is being able to put him in different positions in the formations and playing that Debo-like role.
Yeah.
And you think about it, you got to worry about Worthy, you got to worry about Hollywood and Rasheed and Travis, and you got Pop coming out the backfield. Oh, wait a minute. Did they just put Kadarius Toney at fullback and he just ran a wheel route on us? So, no, it's gonna be exciting, man. We just gotta stay healthy. We gotta stay healthy, and Worthy got that bug in him right now. But as soon as he get that out, we good. The only thing that's really concerning me is the defense. We got to hold the field over there on that defense. He was a monster, man, and 38 that's hard. That's gonna be hard. But Joshua looked good. I got faith in Jalen. Chamari Connor, that dude playing out. He insane, man. But we just got to keep the wheels going right now and see what we got going on in training camp, because I think a 3-peat could be possible, but everything's gonna lead up to that last roster spot. Who can fill in? Who can give the team something? And I don't know. Sky Moore not looking too great.
No, he's not. And another thing is the left tackle battle with Wanye and Kingsley. That's going to be something to watch, especially when the pads come on. You really can't tell nothing right now because, they ain't got no pads on. But once those pads come on, that left tackle battle is going to be the one to watch. Also, a thing to look out for is the Justin Reed injury. At first, I thought it was just going to be like something real quick. But with Spags talking about he's going to be out for a while, he might even miss preseason and a little bit into the regular season. Some of these young guys are going to have to step up. I know they've been playing Hicks, the kid that we picked in the 5th round. I know that he's getting a lot of runs, so we'll see. We'll see if he can ball. Hey, Justin Reed might not get a job.
I know Justin Bieber got a little job there because from what I saw coming out the draft, Hicks had like a third round draft grade on him,
Yeah,
and we got him in the fifth. And you know how Spags draft D backs. We can draft some D backs.
yeah, no, most definitely. So, you got anything, TJ? You been paying attention on the outside?
I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I'm gonna say I believe they're going to make a playoff run. I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl next year. I believe Travis Kelce's getting older. He's about to be 35 years old. And you know how it is with NFL Titans. The more hits they take, the slower they become. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have another breakout season, probably 4,500 yards. 20. Of course, he got 30-plus touchdowns. Offense overall for the past few seasons, the wide receivers have always been a great core for the Chiefs. Defense, it really depends how the offense is doing. The offense have a bad game. Everybody knows Chiefs going to lose. It's just, I mean, the defense did better this year, but the previous season, Patrick Mahomes and the offense have always had to drop 40, 50-plus points just for them to win. Overall, I believe they're going to make that deep playoff run. Just trying to camp, as I see, the Chiefs are having kind of problems with the young guys. You know how it is. You win a lot of Super Bowls. Everybody want their money. Everybody want their bag. Everybody want an increase in pay. So I've seen the Chiefs have a few problems with that, but overall, I believe they're going to make another deep playoff run. They're good. And Andy Reid know what he's doing. He a veteran coach at this point. So
Yeah, most definitely. Well, let's talk about the whole AFC as a whole, man, because it's a lot of interesting storylines in this AFC this year. You got the whole Joe Burrows. He's coming back from his injury. Can he stay healthy enough for them to get back to, making that deep run to possibly get to the Super Bowl themselves? You got the Ravens, who they were the best team in the league last year, and they got to the AFC Championship game, and they got the Chiefs right where they wanted them. A down Chiefs, a Chiefs that was not that good in the receiving core on offense at all, and they had them where they wanted, and it just didn't work out, and the Chiefs ended up beating them. Can they bounce back from that? Because I've seen teams when they don't fulfill what they were supposed to do, and they come back and it's just not the same. And they got a lot, even though the Ravens know how to, pick their defensive coaches, they are losing the defensive coordinator. So now they got to switch another defensive coordinator. And yeah, the philosophy might be a little bit the same, but he might call plays differently. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see if the Ravens can make that push. You got your Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? Can Deshaun Watson turn back the hands of time? We saw it in that last game. We saw vintage Deshaun Watson, and then he got hurt. So can Deshaun Watson be Texans? Or can he at least be 85% of that? If he's 85% of that, the Cleveland Browns are a problem.
They're real deal.
They are a problem. People are
we
sleeping
gonna
on this
see.
deal.
He
I'm just saying they are a problem. Y'all got pieces over there. If Joe Flacco can do something with this roster, I know he ain't even gotta be great. A good Deshaun Watson can do something with this team.
We did have the number one ranked defense, so I ain't worried about the defense. So
that defense nasty. I respect that defense now. You got Garrett off the edge, and y'all got a hell of a defensive back room too. You took Thornhill
we got the best secondary in NFL.
Yeah, you got Ward, you got one Thornhill back there. Like, y'all got the squad back there, man. Yeah. So, and then the other question with the Cleveland is Nick Chubb's going to be back now. I just saw a video with Nick Chubb's. He was squatting some weight, and I was just like, that man was determined. I mean, I get it, but to come off of a bad knee injury like that and squat the pound that he was squatting, like,
he was putting up some weight. He was putting up some weight. that was impressive. But you're right though. But can he still make those cuts?
Yeah,
can he still go and field? That's what we want to see. Like we see these dudes work out 50, 60 times a year. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I want to see if you can turn the ball upfield and continue that dominance that you had, because he was the engine that kept that offense going after a while.
Yeah,
even when Watson was not doing great, like he was keeping it going.
Yeah, because Nick Chubb's is definitely a top 5, if not top 2 running back in the league when they're healthy. So, if he's healthy, if he can get back to form and cut like you guys are saying, then Cleveland's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just all on Deshaun Watson. Um, and then you got the Texans, CJ Stroud, his second year. You know what I'm saying? He looked good his rookie season. Can he take it to the next level though? Because they putting all their chips in. You know what I'm saying? They understand, just like how the Chiefs understood when we had Patrick Mahomes on the rookie deal. They understand this kid is on this rookie deal right now. Let's get all the pieces we can around this kid so we could try to win the Super Bowl. So
Before we
that's what
gotta
they
pay
did.
him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So they went all in. They went and got Daniil Hunter. They went and got Stephon Diggs, and they paid Nico Collins. Like they got
And they
they
went
getting
out. They got Mixon, right?
yeah, Joe Mixon. They got Joe Mixon. They getting Tank Dell back. Like they getting some pieces. They did really good in the draft and added some pieces there. So they look good on paper, but we've seen this before where
Yeah.
we have high
Exactly.
expectations for a team and then they don't
Mhm.
live up. I can go back to say Jacksonville. Jacksonville was the same way.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
thought Jacksonville was going to be that team last year, and I know Trevor Lawrence got hurt, but they just never got back to what we thought they was going to be. So when
Oh,
Jacksonville's another team, and then Buffalo. Is Buffalo going to take a step back? You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Is
Yes.
Buffalo going to be another? Are they still a juggernaut in the AFC? They've lost a lot of pieces, especially on that defensive side. You got Josh Allen. You're still going to score points.
Oh yeah.
They still got they got enough weapons for them to score touchdowns and keep up with other offenses. It's their defense that I'm worried about. They've lost a lot of pieces. Travarius White is gone. Poyer and Michael Hyde is gone. Von Miller he's a shell of himself. Let's just call it what it is. Ever since he had that leg injury, and he's 35, he's old. So, and he looked old last year. So it's just I don't know if that defense is going to be able to hold. They can surprise me, but I don't know. And then Miami, can Miami toughen up? Because if they don't, it's going to be the same results. If they cannot get it together and play in the or they gotta win home field advantage. If any team needs home field advantage,
It's
it's
them.
Miami.
It's
Let
If
them.
me
they
ask a
get,
question.
go ahead, go
You
ahead.
think it's them or it's Tua?
It's a little bit of both.
It's
It's a
a
little
little
bit of
bit of
both.
both.
It's a little bit of
Two
both.
ain't never been in that moment though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't never been in a playoff moment, and he ain't never came in the Arrowhead. So you have never seen anything like this. And I don't know, but at the same time, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think Tua deserve top 5, top 10 money right
I
now.
don't
I
either.
think he deserve stay on that little 5th year option right now. Prove
Mm-hmm.
yourself that you a top 10 quarterback.
I
But
agree.
nah, I can't get behind him. And honestly, I'm keep it real. Miami is scared of a physical team. They are
They are.
terrified of a physical team. If they are physical with
Mm,
them at the line of scrimmage, they can't do nothing then. Like that's their whole offense is speed, and as
It
soon as
is
speed
big.
speed meet force,
Mm-hmm.
force
It's not.
wins.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't beat now one over 500 team last year.
Nope.
And yes, they added some pieces on this team, but they lost some pieces too. Listen, losing Christian Wilkins on that defensive line, that's gonna be something. Is Bradley Chubbs and Jalen Phillips, can they get back healthy? Because they both tore their leg up. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So what's y'all thoughts on the AFC? I'm gonna go start with you, TJ.
let's run down the Raiders. Stop! I need y'all to stop with the Raiders hype. They're not going to win nothing. They're a bottom feeding team. Next team, the Chiefs.
If
This is Chiefs podcast. We know y'all gonna make playoffs. Browns, we going all the way. I'm naive. I'll be that. The Bengals, y'all okay. What's the next team?
We hate the Bengals anyway.
Jaguars. I see them make it. Okay, I'm gonna get the Jaguars this. They're a young team.
Mm-hmm.
Stop with the narrative. They're a mid vet team now. Yeah, they have a few draft classes. I think they're a Super Bowl contender. They might be a Super Bowl contender, but the Jaguars are young teams. Please stop the narrative. The Titans, as soon as Derrick Henry retire, they're done. That's the whole offense. The whole team is Derrick
Well,
Henry.
he's with the Ravens now.
Yeah, he with the
so-
Ravens now.
Oh, my bad. Well, they're done. What's the next team? What you say? Buffalo? Oh, they're the new Patriots of the AFC East. Everybody know this. They're gonna dominate until Tua. Because I don't put it on the whole Miami thing. I respect what you and Chris and Rube said, but I put that all on Tua. Because Tua always injured. He just, in my opinion, he overrated since he been in the NFL. Now, in college, he was good. NFL, we go see. But the Bills, they're the new team at AFC East. The Jets, it's the Jets. We you got to touch that team.
Hold on now.
I'm a little. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little skeptical of him right now.
Hold on. I hear y'all, and you're not wrong for thinking that about the Jets. But that defense is elite.
Yeah, but
that
defense not playing. So.
But I'm saying, if they had a better quarterback, if they had a mediocre quarterback, because Zach Wilson was not mediocre, he's terrible. He's just
below
bad.
average.
That defense kept him in more games last year. If they lost the game, it's because that defense got tired. They was just like, man, forget it. Zach ain't gonna do nothing, man. He's bad. If Aaron Rodgers can be 80% Aaron Rodgers, the Jets are gonna be good.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I respect that. I'm not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
They'll be competitive.
They will be competitive because that defense is going to keep them in games.
I respect that.
The Patriots, I'm gonna let you go, Root. The Patriots,
they ain't rebuild.
Yeah, I didn't know they got a football team, man.
They ain't rebuild. You see, I didn't mention them. They ain't rebuild.
The Ravens' problem is Lamar keeps saying he need help, but it's like you get the help, but you can't finish in big games. Like every time you get to the championship game or the second round, you always fold like the last 2 minutes. Now, some people might say it's play calling, but Lamar, you can run the ball. Like we don't seen plenty of times they call bad plays. Lamar scramble like Michael Vick did, 50 yards. So it's like Lamar. Everybody knows. Now I want y'all answer this question. Then I'm gonna move on. Every time it's the last 2 minutes of the game. Are the Ravens not throwing to the tight end every time? They're throwing to the tight end every time.
When Deion Bush picked off the last pass when he threw to the tight end.
Everybody knows the Ravens are going to the tight end. Please stop doing that. Stop. That's why y'all keep losing games. Lamar, just stop. Just run the ball, man. Just run the ball. That's all I'm gonna say about them. But the Ravens, we know they are the way. The Colts. What y'all feel about the Colts? I'm gonna ask that.
They're a year away. I think they're a year away. And Anthony Richardson, although he is uber talented, he's got all the makings to be probably the next Cam Newton because he's built like a truck. But he's got the arm talent. It's just, and I like Shane Steichen. I like their coach.
Yes.
He's the reason why Jalen Hurts had the year that he had with the Eagles. It's just, can they put it together? They got the weapons. They got Michael Pittman over there. I like the kid Josh Downs. They got A.D. Mitchell out of the draft. You got Jonathan Taylor, who's one of the best running backs in the league. It's just, can they put it all together? You know what I'm saying? Can they win their division first? Win the division first.
He was right there last year. They was right there.
It just Gardner Mitchell messed that up last year.
Yeah, I can't wait to play him against the Raiders. But anyway, I think Indianapolis. I think they're right there. I think they're right there too. I think maybe he does take the leap this year and have that CJ Stroud like year, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, even coming out of the draft last year, I was so confused why he didn't go him. I thought CJ should have been number one. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And I thought Richardson was a close too because of the talent that the things he was doing at Florida was like unreal. Like, and then you can throw a football the side like farther than the yard. Like that's crazy. And I think he's a very smart kid as well too. And a lot of people don't see that. I think he just got to protect himself. Just like everybody said, you protect yourself, you control your destiny. That's just it. You control your team's destiny. You have a great head coach. You are a great young team. Even y'all defenses ain't that bad.
No, it's not.
Y'all are a competitive team, but yeah, a year away, I would say, unless this year we see a completely different team.
Yeah, Andrew Richardson would have to have like an MVP type season
Yeah,
for them
that's
to
what
be
I was
like
saying.
serious. And you never know. It be some teams like that. You know what I'm saying? They
It
just
do.
come
We
out of
didn't see
nowhere.
CJ last year.
No, we thought the Houston Texans was gonna be terrible, but
He went crazy last year.
went
But they
crazy.
also drafted so well last year, though.
Yeah, because
So,
because you get him and then you trade up and got Will Anderson. You know what I'm saying? So you got your cornerstones on your offense and your defense. So so we'll see, man. We'll see with the Colts, man.
oh yeah.
The Titans, Will Levis is trash. Let's just call it what it is. Anybody who puts mayonnaise in their coffee
Thank you.
Is a no for me.
Thank
It's a
you.
no for
It's
me.
something wrong with him. It's something wrong with the man.
Yeah. It's a no.
Mayonnaise and coffee.
Yeah.
Look. I'm gonna get the Titans this. You had a great free agency and you
They
traded
did.
for one of the great best young corners in the NFL. You got Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley, L'Jarius Sneed, or added to DeAndre Hopkins, that kid out of Michigan who's already back there running back, and then your
Tajay
defensive
Spears.
line, Tajay Spears. Like you are building, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't see enough out of Will Levis outside of he can throw a cannon. That's about it. He can throw a mile. I will respect that, but he can't read a defense. And he was just out there using his athletic abilities. Maybe this year he takes the leap. I think he has a great supporting cast to do it, but I honestly don't think they're going to be anything like special, in my opinion.
And then they're getting a new, because they're not having the Vrabel, because Vrabel made them tough. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we used to play them all the time, they used to make the game ugly. They used to make it ugly. You know
they used to hit us in the mouth, and we look at them like, did they just hit us in the mouth? Yes, it happens every time.
Every time we played them, it was an ugly game, 17-16 type game.
Oh man,
hurry up and get this game. Oh, I hate this game.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man, let's get out here before we lose.
So, that. I don't know if they're gonna have that anymore because what's his name, Brian O'Callahan? He's the head coach now, so they're gonna probably be more offense centric. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of the stuff that they ran in Cincinnati, you might see that with the Titans. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I
forgot about the Chargers. I forgot all about they got
Jim Harbaugh, man. I still think they're a year away because I don't know about their receiving core.
It's very young. It's very young.
You got Palmer. What's his name? Joshua Palmer. He's okay. He's pretty good.
I think he's a veteran now, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's a number one yet. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Lab McConkey coming out of Georgia. He was good at Georgia. Let's see. Let's see if he can take over. I just saw a report that the first round pick from last year, Quentin Johnson, he's the fourth receiver. He got to earn his spot now. So. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. So,
and that's the thing, right? Like that. I agree. It's the receiving core, but if it's anybody that can take them boys to the next level, it's Jim Harbaugh. I hate to say this. I was scared when he got that job. I was like, oh my god. I'm like,
what Jim's gonna do is he's gonna run the football. He's gonna play good defense. That's what he's going to do. He's going to run that football, and he's going to play good defense, and he's going to minimize the mistakes of Justin Herbert. Because that's the thing about Justin Herbert. He's talented, and you see about 4 or 5 throws from Justin Herbert, like, damn, that was a good-ass throw. And then you'll see like 2 or 3 of them, like, what the hell is you doing, man?
You know it was nobody over on that side, right, bro?
Why are you throwing it in triple coverage, bro? Like, what are you doing? But now that Brandon Staley's not there no more, and you got a real coach in there that's going to hold him accountable, first of all, but make him, to where he doesn't make all those mistakes. Chargers could be something. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers are like a wild card. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So, but we'll see.
Usually when college coaches come to the NFL, they don't do too good, but. You think he could be like a what's that coach in the 90s for the Cowboys?
You talking about
it ain't Jimmy, is it?
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy?
Yeah, you think he can? Because usually Harbaugh played in college for a few years now, so he know all the top players in college. So you think the Chargers go draft right because they got Harbaugh?
I think he's gonna do all right.
Well,
I
he
think
did
he
it.
gonna
Well,
be
he did
fine.
it before. You know, he was coaching at Stanford. He went to San Diego State. Then he built that program up. Then he went to Stanford, built that program. Had Andrew Luck, by the way. He built that up. Then he went to San Francisco and took them to the
Back-to-back championships and a Super
championships.
Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? And the Super Bowl. Then he left. Went to it. That team would have still been good had he had stayed there, even though they're good now, but they would have been good around that time. But the owners didn't like him because Jim can wear on you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got one of them personalities. Like you gotta either you love Jim or you like, man, I can't take no more.
Yeah,
Of this
man, I'm
dude,
about to get up out of here, man.
He bugging, man.
I think he could do good though. I think
they go draft right because he played.
I think they're gonna draft fine
because he actually had a good draft this past season with the Joe Alt. You know what I'm saying? The top offensive lineman in the draft. So now you got him on the right and Slater on the left. So that offensive line is going to be really good. Yep. You got Gus Edwards, and if J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy.
He top 10 if he stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy, because he's always had freak leg accidents. But if the kid can stay healthy, they got a nice little tandem with him and Gus Edwards. And then plus you got Greg Roman, who knows how to use both of them because he had them in with the Ravens. So my question with them is their defense. They got old pieces over there,
and they refuse to get rid of them. Y'all saw them get rid of all their offensive pieces. Yeah. Williams, Allen. It's all right, Bosa ain't done nothing in about 4, 5, 10, 34 years.
Because he can't stay healthy. He be out most of the year.
And then you got Khalil. They still got Khalil.
Khalil Knight, he's still good, but he can't do it by himself.
No, and Derwin James, he good. Don't get me wrong.
He's one of the top safeties. Yeah, for sure.
He can, like you said, he can't do it by himself either. And they won't draft defense for some reason.
Their corners are terrible.
Oh man, they about to get cooked.
Yeah, they was getting cooked. They had J.C. Jackson last year. He was getting smoked.
Yeah,
they
got traded back.
Yeah, they got rid of him. And then New England got rid of him.
Who else they get rid of? They got rid of Drew, and we got Drew. I don't know why they got rid of that. I'm like, why'd you get rid of 4.5 speed at linebacker? What's going on here?
You got rid of Drew Tranquil, who, I don't understand that either. So I don't know. The AFC is going to be interesting. Everybody has question marks. You know what I'm saying?
You got to talk about your rivals, right? The Broncos. The Broncos.
They got worse.
They're the worst. They might be the worst team in the league right now. They might be the worst team in the league right now.
I think it's a good time. They up there. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a homeboy, college friend, live in Denver. We talk about it all the time. Even he said, why did we draft Bo Nix? I'm like, I don't know, man. Y'all sat there and thought he was y'all future. Dude is a 10-year veteran in college.
Yeah. It's 27.
He gonna be out the league in 3 years. What you mean?
He old, man. If he was gonna get an old quarterback, you might as well trade it up and got Michael Penix.
I know, right? I would have took that over him.
I'd rather have him. Penix
At least you can dictate that.
Michael Penix is actually, I think he's gonna be good. He just, unfortunately, I don't know what the Atlanta Falcons was thinking. Why would you pay Kirk Cousins all that money and then be like,
we're gonna draft Michael and then trade you?
Why would you do that?
Now that's my sleeper team. I know we're gonna get back into that. Atlanta is one of my sleeper
teams. We can talk about the NFC a little bit, but yeah.
They got something going on over there, and y'all saw what Kirk did when he came over to Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, best wide receiver in NFL. And he made them that way. Now you got Twin Towers over there in Drake London, Kyle Pitts. You added Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney. You might got something nasty over there.
I like it, but my only problem with the Atlanta Falcons is their defense still. That's why I didn't understand. That's why I didn't understand the Michael Penix. You had Dallas Turner
sitting right there.
You need a pass rusher, man. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Michael Penix, that's our future. Dallas Turner is your future. You just paid Kirk Cousins $100 million. Come on now.
You wouldn't win now mode. Talk about your future. You trying to get a Super Bowl now.
They I don't know what they was tripping. They was
You
tripping.
might as well, you would have been better if you was Atlanta. You might as well just sign a 2-year deal with Garner Minshew and then draft Michael Penix, and then just go into camp and say, "Let the best man win." If he could beat you out, hey, that's our future.
They ain't. I don't know what they was doing.
And I'm saying it now. Dallas is not making the playoffs this year.
I ain't gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. You know
saying
how
that.
Dallas fans be on Twitter. They going to the chip every year. Now, do y'all think? Let me ask y'all this: what does Dak deserve?
Can he stay healthy? That's the real question. Can he stay healthy? He get injured like every five games. He injured.
It's something new, right? It's something new every 5 games.
He actually had a decent season last year though, but I don't think he should be getting paid like Mahomes and Burrow's money. But do I think he's gonna get that? Yes, I do.
From Dallas?
No.
I think he out. I think he out after this year.
I think he going through that Tony Romo effect. You remember how they was trying to get Tony Romo out there? Then that's when Dak came in. I think he going through a Tony Romo effect.
Yeah, I think
Dallas,
Trey Lance gonna take over.
You know Dallas, they delusional. So he out. Whatever new quarterback they come in that throw for 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns is F Dak. You know how Cowboys fans work.
And they still got to pay them other boys too. They got to pay.
They got to pay CD Lamb and Michael Parsons.
You got to pay them too, because if you don't pay them too, that's your core. That's your young core right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do not think that Dak will be on this team. He costs too much.
Yep.
He costs way too much. It's cheaper to pay Michael Parsons and CD Lamb. We just find a quarterback.
Yeah, somebody to throw it to him. They may not be happy, or throw it to CD. He may not be happy, but hey, we got a quarterback.
Don't be surprised if Shedeur Sanders is a Cowboy next
year. Yeah.
Don't be surprised. You heard it here, people. Shedeur Sanders, next quarterback for the Cowboys next year.
If that happened, I'm just laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'll laugh hard because he might. That might be their pick. You know how many tickets they would sell? You know how much they can drive the price up of Cowboy stuff? Oh man, that's. And don't be surprised if Travis Hunter is a Kansas City Chief, y'all. I said it here. I heard the man dropping out the first round, and you know who ain't gonna let that happen.
No, we get him. Now I need Travis to pick a side.
Yeah, that you want to be with Trent or you want to go be? No, you need to be with Trent. We good over a wide receiver right now. You need to go be with Trent.
I mean, if Marquise Brown don't sign back with us, I mean, I ain't be mad at Xavier Worthy and Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse.
It could be worse. Hey, we could have MVS.
Yeah, Buffalo got MVS right now.
Oh yeah, I want to piggyback on that Cleveland Browns. Though. I'm gonna get back on their train. I truly think though, if Deshaun can turn back the table of time, I think that they can at minimum get that second seed because later on in the end of the year, I honestly think I hate to say this, I ain't a Bengals fan. I don't really care. I think they're gonna be at the bottom of their division.
The Bengals are?
Oh yeah, they got every team in that division got better.
Yeah,
they did not get better on defense. They didn't sign anybody. They best pass rusher wants to trade. They didn't do anything crazy. They losing so many pieces. That offensive side, I'm gonna say this: you holding one wide receiver captive right now, so he really don't even want to play for y'all. Jamar Chase tripping right now because he ain't gonna sign nothing because he think he should be the highest paid. And Joe Burrow gotta stay healthy. And then you got Cleveland. They live to kill that man and Joe Burrow. All they want to do, blitz. Whole game. Blitz. Whole game. Baltimore. They didn't get better. They lost a couple pieces, but I still think they're better than Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh that bad. I think they could do something. I think they could. But
if Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, they would have been, and they made the playoffs last year, mind you. They would have been more of a formidable opponent for Buffalo last year.
Oh yeah, they would have took Buffalo down. I think they could have gave them a shot last year, but
because Russell played better, it was just Sean Payton was a hater.
Yeah, he hated him. He hated on every single thing about him. Every time
why they don't like each other?
Well, Sean didn't like him. Sean didn't like him because of the previous season. Russ he's kind of being a little diva. You know what I'm saying? He had
Yeah.
his own office and stuff, and had his own parking space. Wasn't really hanging out with the fellas like that. He was like, call my agent. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. So Sean was like, not on my watch, player. Not on my watch. And it was downhill from there. You knew it was bad. They had just beat the Chiefs. They
And they
beat
were
them.
screaming at each other on the sidelines.
And after the game, the ownership walked up to his locker room and said, "Hey man, we're gonna go ahead and sit you down for the rest of the season." Like, what?
I just beat an opponent we ain't beaten in like 20 years.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for that. But yeah, we're gonna start Jerry Stidham the next game.
Yeah,
You
go
don't
ahead and
think
turn your
Sean?
iPad in too.
You don't think
Real
Sean
quick.
Payton has something to do with that? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, he had something to
There
do with
was a
that.
That was
play where
stupid when they did that.
the offensive lineman jumped off sides, and Russell Wilson is coming to the sideline, and Sean Payton is cussing him out. Like, dog, that ain't my fault.
He's like, I'm not on the O line.
So, yeah, it was bad from the start. And, Sean Payton thinks he's this, he's the czar of quarterbacks. So, I think he's overrated personally.
I do too. I think it was shadowed a lot by having such a generational quarterback in Drew
Drew
Brees
Brees.
and such a great roster and great leadership over there in
Mhm.
the Saints that nobody really looked at how he was as a coach. Very similar to Urban Meyer. I thought he
Mhm.
was kind of overrated, but he has in his past he's had such great rosters that you can't really say nothing. He winning, right? Like, he doing his thing. But yeah, no, I'm not a big Sean Payton fan, especially after the last couple of years. I mean, I'm not a Broncos fan, but come
Mhm.
on, man, you can't treat your quarterback like that. You sending the team to your message or a message to your team. I'm in charge and nobody else is in charge and nobody else has a say. It's my way or the highway, and Russ got the highway.
Mhm. Yeah, all bad.
Stupid,
All
man.
bad. Yeah, it was all bad, man. Rue, what you think about the schedule, man? How you feeling about our schedule, man?
You know what? I ain't too crazy worried. Yeah, we got those couple of games that we
Out the
always
gate.
got that hiccup, right? Like a couple years ago it was Indianapolis, where you like, man, what was that? Like, are we even like trying?
Mm.
And then we
The
had that
Ravens.
hiccup on Christmas, man, that just ruined everybody's Christmas. Like you
Yeah.
didn't want to go to your mama house after that.
I was ready to go home. I was
I
ready to
know,
go
right? I
home.
was like, man, I don't even want to watch football the rest of the day. But it's winnable. It's not as bad as last year, and we faced so many playoff teams last year. I do think we going I hate to say it, I think we hit Buffalo and we always lose. We always somehow lose to them in the regular season. I don't know what we do in the regular season against them. I don't think we get that win. Cincinnati is always going to play us hard,
Mhm.
but I think this is going to be a different Chiefs team, and I think they might show up and they might make a good run. They might only lose 2 or 3 games this year. So I guess we just got to see where we land. But there's going to be some very interesting games and some interesting matchups. I got that Texan one, that Texans matchup. We gonna see what CJ made of though. We really gonna see what he is because he ain't faced no like other than the Cleveland defense in round one. That was also it was just a bad game for them. But
Mhm.
he ain't faced like a crazy, crazy, crazy defense like ours. They can throw
Mhm.
you different kind of looks and match up well. I think our defense actually matches up really well with the Texans offense.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
But it'll be good. It's gonna be interesting to see what we do this season.
We got the Ravens out the gate, and then we got the Bengals. So we back to back with the AFC North.
Yeah.
Uh, we got that early bye week. I don't like that. That week 6 bye week. That's nasty work right there.
Yeah, that week that's I don't know what we're gonna do with that because it's gonna be it's a lot of it's a lot of football, it's a lot of wear and tear on the body, right? And we took a lot of hits last year in the injury. I'm pretty sure everybody at one point on our roster had an injury. And
Mhm.
seeing the season, man, map out, it's gonna be very interesting to see if we can continue to make that to make that push because we got to get healthy for the playoffs. So we're gonna see. But I think I think the schedule is in our favor. But what team gonna show up? We seeing all this flashy stuff in play in training camps. Let's put the pads on. Let's see where we go with the pads on.
Right. Right. Then we got the 10 games, the 3 games in 10 days. So we got
Oof.
Browns week 15.
Oh.
And then we turn around and play the Texans on a Saturday. So we play the Browns on a Sunday, then we play the Texans on a Saturday, and then we play the Steelers on a Wednesday, which is Christmas.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a gauntlet right there. That's gonna be crazy.
Man, you got some crazy good quarterbacks there, man. So it's gonna be real interesting to see what we do and where we at as a team, right? Like, are we on the winning side? Where we at in the playoff race? Who's got the hot hand at receiver? Because we don't know how that's gonna look. Is Justin back? Like, hopefully Justin is back by then. Because if he ain't back by then we need to be giving another Justin a call real quick.
Justin Simmons, hit him up.
Yeah, like, hey man, what you doing? You want to come in a ring and then get you paid next year? Like, come do a prove it deal. But it'd be interesting to see. I'm just hoping we stay healthy, and everybody gonna say that Trent hit that leap last year. But I really want to see Trent hit that massive leap this year, like Sauce Gardner type stuff. Like, I want to see him go crazy.
Yeah, I think Trent gonna be fine. I think Trent gonna be unleashed this year. Yeah, losing to L'Jarius Sneed is a big deal, and I don't want to make it seem like it's not. I just think Spags is gonna just do something a little different. He knows he ain't, L'Jarius Sneed could cover your number one and take him out of the game. So, and I don't know if Joshua Williams or Jalen Watson or even Najee Johnson. I don't know if those guys can do that. I think Trent can do it. He's just not the physical guy. Like, he's not big like L'Jarius Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed is like 6'1", 6'2",
200 pounds.
Trent is 5'11", you know what I'm saying? And he's like 180, 190. So he's tough. Don't get it twisted. He could hit you, you know what I'm saying? Because he had probably had more forced fumbles at the secondary position probably than everybody, because he was always causing fumbles. But
and that length worries me, like you said. That length, it showed last year when MVS 6'4" receiver. He was actually catching the balls against him in training camp. And even I agree with that physical part. We watched that clip with Rasheed versus him in camp. Rasheed just manhandled him and went around him in camp, and it's like, ooh, like I don't want either. That's a good thing on Rasheed's part. But you know what? The thing about Trent is he can guard not a physical receiver, but the Jamar Chases. He can guard a Jamar Chase. He can guard a Justin Jefferson. Yeah, he can guard those silky smooth ones. But you go up against AJ Brown or CD Lamb,
yeah, that's gonna be. And I was encouraged because he did handle Debo Samuels in the Super Bowl though. He kind of locked him down and even ran one of his routes for him better than him.
True, I thought he was gonna get his first interception. We still waiting, Trent. We still
trying to get that interception, man. So we'll see. What is your early prediction? I'm gonna ask you too, TJ, for your Browns. What's your early prediction record?
Early for, I think I'm gonna go 14-3.
Okay.
14-3, 3 losses being to, I say 3 losses Buffalo. They always somehow get us in the regular season. They do. I don't know why. They do. I think we're gonna get some crazy random loss from some random team.
I'm gonna throw a team out there for you, and everybody gonna kill me like, what? But I could just see us sleepwalking through this game. The Carolina Panthers.
Oh, God, I can see it. Bryce Young having a game of his life, 400, 500 yards, 60 touchdowns right there from him. And you like, against the Chiefs.
Carolina.
Carolina, I'll give you that one, and I'll give you someone, a random loss in the division. Either, I hate to say it, the Raiders somehow give us a random loss, or the Chargers get a random loss against us. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, where y'all come from now? Y'all 0-8. Like, where y'all come from?
Yeah, I could just see. You know how the Chiefs are, man. They sleepwalk, man.
Yeah. They don't make adjustments, and they like, all right, just keep throwing it, Patrick. Right, we ain't gonna hand it to the dude in the backfield who don't like getting helped up. So
getting throwing it 60 times the whole game. It's like, dude, Pacheco's back here, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what are you
know
doing, Andy?
he back here and he looked mad, so we should give him the ball a couple
Right.
times.
All right, TJ, what you got for your Browns, man?
I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna say 12-5 or 11-6. We're definitely going to lose to the Steelers. We gonna get cheated probably. Dolphins, as I've seen.
You sound like every Bengals fan against the Chiefs. We gonna get cheated somehow.
As I'm looking on this roster, we're gonna lose to the Ravens because Amari he gonna kill us with speed. I don't think our linebackers can keep up with him. Dolphins, because we playing them so late in the season, I think our corners gonna be resting up for the playoffs. So I think we gonna lose that game. That's gonna be one of them y'all can have it game. The Chiefs,
That's gonna be a tough game.
y'all might beat us.
That's gonna be a good game. Depending on how Deshaun playing though, right?
Because we talked about it, like because you guys are the beginning of we played 10 games, we played 3 games in 10 days, and you guys started off.
We definitely losing to the Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts, that Eagles team is too good. A lot of people saying they're.
I got to see it, man.
I was just about to say a lot of people saying they're overrated, but I think they're gonna be the. You don't see okay, Chris? Why you don't see with the Eagles?
Because when they lost their coordinator, Shane Steichen, who's over with the Colts, and I forgot the dude, and the defensive coordinator who's over at the Cardinals. Once they lost those 2 guys, they ain't look right. They ain't look right at all on both sides of the football, and they got way too much talent to look the way they looked last year. They look dysfunctional. Nick Sirianni, I don't think he's a good head coach, personally.
I think he's an arrogant head coach, and I think he hide behind the success of his team.
He do. His coordinators did all the work, and you could see it.
Yeah, they all gone, right? They all gone.
Jalen Hurts looked, and I don't even think Jalen Hurts looked bad. He just, first of all, he was hurt last year. You could tell he was playing hurt. You know what I'm saying? Then him and AJ Brown never got on the same page last year. They was beefing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what do you do? Throw the ball to him like 2 times? He's like, hey, I'm going to throw it to you. Catch the ball, but I don't want to talk to you after you're done.
Yeah, they was beefing. You know what I'm saying? They had some off the field issues or whatever.
Yeah.
Then on that defense, you got all these dudes on this defensive line, and you can't get a pass rush? Not one? Yeah.
And you ain't use them right too. You telling me you can't use all them Georgia boys? All they want to do is put their head in your shoulder. They want to kill you. Let them go play.
That's what I'm saying. You got Jalen Carter. That dude is gonna be. He's gonna be the next Chris Jones and Aaron Donald one day. That kid is special.
And then Nolan Smith too, right?
Yeah, you can't get him on the.
And then you got that Ringo kid. Man, you got all them Georgia. I don't want to hear it.
Then their corners was bad.
Yeah,
Bradbury was horrible.
He was bad.
Slade, he was okay, but even he was not good. Now I know they drafted some guys, but still, I gotta see it. TJ. I gotta see it, man. So y'all might beat the hell out of the Eagles.
So you don't believe in the Eagles?
I gotta see.
So you don't believe in the Eagles at all next year?
I think they win their division though. Because the Giants are kind of, they're ho hum. I do like Malik Neighbors.
But yeah, I see the Browns going 12-5 or 11-6.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. All right, fellas, I'm gonna play one quick game with y'all real quick, and then we're gonna get up on out of here. Let's call this game More Likely. Where I ask you what's more likely to happen, this or that. Who's more likely to win the MVP next year? CJ Stroud or Jordan Love?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to go Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
I like you, CJ Stroud. I think you're great. I hope you don't let all this get to your head about all you have. But Jordan Love was playing some crazy football last year.
Mm-hmm.
And when he beat us, I was like, okay, this kid's good. This kid is good. He is good. And the only reason I'm going to give him the upper over CJ, I genuinely think, and all can correct me if I'm wrong, I think his supporting cast is better than CJ's. You got Stephon Diggs, you got Tank Dell, you got Nico Collins, but they got like 4 or 5 wide receivers over there who can go on other teams and be wide receiver twos, or at minimum. They got Josh Jacobs, who is a battering ram in the backfield, and they head coach is a master at offensive stuff. He put his players all over the field, and I'll stand on top of the mountaintops and say this about this player because I wanted him to be a Chief so bad over Sky Moore. I think Christian Watson is going, if he stays healthy, he's taking the leap this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go J Love.
I'm not mad at that. What you got, TJ?
I was gonna say CJ Stroud, but I feel like Rube said, I feel like I was about to say the same thing. I don't want him to get too arrogant, too cocky, and I believe, you know how you be hot one season and then next season defenses start figuring your offense out. I think that's what Houston about to go through. I think they about to go through a thing where teams about to figure how CJ Stroud throw the ball, how he read and all that. So I'm gonna go Jordan Love because he been in the league longer, so he more of a vet. So I believe and I think that the Texans, they're still like a mini rebuild. They don't really want to go all in yet because they still want to get some more players, especially for the defensive side of the ball. So I'm gonna go Jordan Love. I think they're gonna tell CJ Stroud to hold back a little because they still in rebuild mode. So I'm gonna go with Jordan Love.
No, I ain't mad at that. All right. Who's more likely to make it to the AFC Championship game in Arrowhead? Like I did that. The Baltimore Ravens or the Houston Texans?
Man, Baltimore. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore with that one.
Let's go to the NFC side. Who's more likely to win the Super Bowl next year? The 49ers or the Lions?
I'm gonna go because it's one of my. It's hard because one of my favorite players is Deebo Samuel. He's like one of my. I had to say top 3. He's one of my top 3 favorite players. So I'm gonna always root for him. I love Detroit. I do. I really do. I think they peak is the AFC or NFC Championship game. I think they're gonna always be great. They may take the leap. Jared Goff's a good quarterback, but the 49ers just still got a roster, and they kind of added to that roster too. And if they're gonna figure it out with IU. They always figure it out with all their players. They'll figure it out with him. You figure it out with him, they back in the NFC Championship game, and they always in the NFC Championship game. They always in it. Detroit went for the first time in forever, right? They've been in this consistently the last 6-7 years.
What you got, TJ?
I would say Detroit because Cleveland, Detroit like this, but I'm gonna have to go 49ers because Jared Goff to me is highly, highly overrated. But that's another story. I'm gonna have to go 49ers because they're more consistent. They got the better roster. Defense, I believe they have the bigger names. I believe Detroit has the better defense, but the Niners have bigger names. But that's another story too. Offense, the 49ers are that Christian McCaffrey in the offensive line, the run game that they run over there with the 49ers. I'm gonna have to go with the Niners winning. Or going all the way.
I'm sleeping on the Lions, man. I'm sleeping. All right. What wide receiver is likely to get traded in the middle of the season? Brandon Ayuk or T. Higgins?
That's tough. That's a loaded question. Because I guess for the Bengals is where y'all at in the season. Y'all winning or y'all losing? You better trade T. Higgins and get some draft value out of him before he just walk in free agency and you get nothing. For Ayuk, I think personally they're gonna figure it out They always figure it out with all their star players. They always do that. The last 3 years they've had that. They had it with Debo. They had it with Bosa. They've had it. Like it's all good. I think he's gonna be back. So I'm gonna bet any money. I think T Higgins gets traded in the middle of the season if the Bengals hit a losing streak.
I'm gonna go with the Niners, the Brandon though, just because the Niners have a lot of contracts I see expiring. I've been checking; they got a lot of contracts they're gonna have to re-up on. So if he don't produce, he a good player. I know who it is. If he don't produce, I think they're gonna trade him with somebody younger who cheaper, but or another star caliber wide receiver. So I'm gonna have to go with the Niners trade.
Okay. Which quarterback will be most improved next year? Bryce Young or Deshaun Watson?
Ooh, ooh. You
That's
know what? That's tough, right?
that's tough because they both injury prone. Well, Deshaun definitely injury prone. Definitely.
That is tough, but I'm gonna have to say, man, I'm rooting for Bryce Young just because I watched him in college and he was extraordinary, and he tough and that he got a little decent supporting cast around there. He got a little. It ain't bad. You got Xavier over there. You got Deontay Johnson now. You got Adam Thielen over there. You got a little youth, a little veteran there. I'm hoping Jonathan Brooks comes through middle of the season for him. I thought he was a great back coming out of Texas before he tore his ACL. He was pretty good. He probably was a first round guy if he didn't tear that ACL. And then yeah, no, I think they'd be all right. Who's the guy they had last year that they drafted in the second round from? I think he was from South Carolina. Was he from South Carolina?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Mingo.
Yes.
Jonathan
Yes.
Mingo.
Yeah, Mingo. So you got a supporting cast around you good, but you're right, they injury prone. But I'm gonna get a nod to Bryce Young right now. I hope Deshaun figures it out because I would really like to see him throw the ball deep to Jerry Jeudy and Jerry Jeudy get kind of back on track too. So
What you got, TJ?
I know I'm a Browns fan, so it's gonna sound cliche, but I'm gonna have to go with Deshaun Watson just because the Panthers they a dysfunctional team. It's like they trying
their owners dysfunction.
It's like they trying. You know how you like the Peyton Manning coach. You know how they trying to rebuild it with Andrew Luck, but it's semi work. I think they trying to rebuild the Cam Newton era with Bryce Young, but no. I'm gonna have to go. It gonna sound cliche. I'm a Browns fan, but I'm gonna go with Deshaun Watson because they got higher expectations and a deep roster. So I'm gonna have to go with Deshaun Watson.
I'm not mad at that. Who's more likely to get fired? Nick Sirianni or Mike McCarthy in the middle of the season?
Oh, they're gonna fire Mike McCarthy before the preseason get done. That's easy. They're gonna look at him and be like, "Bro, just go. We ain't even start the season. Just go. Just go. We gotta fire Dak too, so just take him on out the way with you too." So we just gonna roll with Trey Lance this year or Trey Young or is it Lance? Yeah, Trey Lance. They gonna roll with him and figure it out. But I do think Mike McCarthy. I don't think other guy gets fired. He ain't as bad as him. Mike McCarthy, terrible coach in my opinion. I think he overrated.
What you think, TJ?
Man, you know Jerry Jones run through coaches. Man, come on now. Mike McCarthy, like Rube said, Jerry Jones, like other than Jason Garrett, that was like a sympathy head coach position. Like I've known you for a long time, so
he's like, I'm gonna hook you up. You're my homeboy, kind of thing.
Exactly. You probably know my dirty secret, so let me make you head coach. Yeah, but come on now, Jerry Jones run through head coaches, so like Mike get fired.
Which team is more likely to go to the playoffs? The Buffalo Bills or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh, Jaguars. I'm gonna go Jaguars. They got a better roster. They got the better quarterback. They got the better coach. I think Sean McDermott on his way out. Be honest with you. And it's gonna take Josh getting mad one more time. Josh gonna be like, he gotta go, or I'm going. And they're gonna be like, yeah. Look, we get rid of him. So I truly think that it's gonna be Jacksonville. I think Trevor Lawrence has a good year. I don't think he has a crazy year, but I think he has a good year.
What you think, TJ?
I'm looking at they both can make it, but because we doing either or, I'm gonna go Buffalo just because AFC East just weak. Like
I hear you.
they just weak. So I'm gonna have to go with Buffalo. Even though they're both going to make the playoffs, I'm gonna have to go with Buffalo.
Okay, okay. For sure, fellas. All right, fellas. Y'all got anything else y'all want to discuss?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just happy. I'm happy you back on, man.
Yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
wait to be. I'm hoping you invite me back on.
Yeah, most definitely. You can always come on, man. You're always welcome. Uh, especially when we play you guys and we play Cleveland. Definitely have you on so we can talk about
Yeah,
the
I'm
game.
definitely coming on for that. I'm talking cash
Break.
money.
We can break that game down for sure, for sure. Well, all right, TJ, man. Appreciate you coming on the show. Tell everybody where they can follow you at, and all your YouTube and all that stuff.
My name is TJ McKinley. You can find me at Mr. TJ Savage. You find my LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, TJ McKinley, Twitter at Mr. TJ Savage. And I thank Chris and Ruth for having me on. Um, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I hope we entertain you all, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, brother. Till next time, bro.
Till next time, y'all.
All right, everybody. That was the conclusion of our show today. Let me go ahead and give a shout out. Give a shout out to Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preference, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch and Cherry Bomb or prefer something unique like Blue Smurf and Grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code Cristal. Uh, we're tripping. Use the promo code AHChiefPod to get you 10% purchase and start enjoying the benefits of this delicious and energizing drink. Shout out to Glitch Energy. Where's it at? You look down at the bottom, you'll see the link emqpodcast.com/locker-room. If you go to that link, you'll see the locker room access of all the podcasts under the Every Morning Quarterback umbrella. They have a 49ers one, a Jets one, a Patriots one, and they have ours, Arrowhead Chief Podcast. Go ahead and click on the banner. You'll see all of our episodes from the recent ones to the past ones. Also, check out their YouTube channel. They talk about everything NFL league wide. They also talk about college football, and they give you betting tips for the week. So go ahead and subscribe to Every Morning Quarterback. Shout out to those fellows over there. Whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on, Arrowhead Cheap Podcast is available. Go ahead and follow us. Also, if you're a first time watch on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 10 8 or 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and sometimes Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you could jump in the live with us. We could talk about the chief topics with us. You know what I'm saying, in the comment section. Yeah, man, join in on this fun that we have on this live, man. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitch, whatever you use to do your social media on, Arrowhead Chief Podcast is available. You can follow us at AH Chief Podcast. We will follow you back. Our motto is we are not Hollywood. We are regular guys who love to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, so go ahead, man. Follow us, give us feedback, critiques. If you have a question or a topic that you want us to bring up that's Chiefs related or football related, we will bring it up if we like it. You know what I'm saying? And we will shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up and follow us. hit us up via DM or email, or you can hit us up in our mentions, and we will get back to you as soon as we see it. All right, good people. Until Monday, we're out.